Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Max and Nikki 1000th Time Reactions.
Where we react to a song after listening to it for our 1000th time.
We release 3 videos a day,
Every day.
so please hit that subscribe button.
So you don't miss out on all our amazing content.
That's right. What are we going to listen to right now, Nikki?
We're going to listen to Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears off the album Songs from the Big Chair. Now, we've heard this song many, many times, way over 1,000 times probably, but for all intents
we don't know that for sure. I mean,
for all intents and purposes, we're going to call
know.
it our 1,000th time.
For all intents and purposes, we'll just say it's our 1000th time.
Before we get to it, I just want to remind you all, as we usually do, that we have another YouTube channel on which we perform oldies, tunes, jazz standards, and songs in that vein.
And we got comedy videos on there as well.
That's right, Max.
But for right now, let's take a listen to Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears.
For our 1,000th time.
Here we go. a jam.
It is, but we didn't hear the end of that really. You know, they do a thing at the end of, at least the version that I'm used to, is there's like a kind of a live performance part of it, and you hear an audience cheer at the end. They did that on purpose to make it seem like they were performing in front of a live audience.
Really? Because this doesn't sound live.
I know.
Well, hold on. You want to just? I'm going to click on another version of this, and let's just
Okay.
take a listen. Maybe it's on there.
That's not. Oh yeah.
Time flies.
This part is what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. So that is clearly, that second part was clearly made to sound live.
Sure.
But the first
I think it's like an interlude section of the album called "Broken."
Right, which kind of this breakdown
But
part.
it transitions from Head Over Heels to Broken. You know, I've always heard it with those two together.
No way have I. I don't know if I've ever heard it. Well, unless I'm listening to that whole album, I never hear the end part. Actually,
I always
when you're
do.
listening to the radio, they never play that end
Well,
part.
they don't
actually.
play it on the radio.
Never
but
on the radio they
I've
do that,
listened to this a lot of times, just not on the radio. I've listened to this often, especially when I was in college. I would listen to this song a lot.
Yeah,
and
but
I had that
you
part.
probably had the whole album though. No,
Yeah, but that
I'm
it's on
saying
the same
as
track.
the single.
Even this is on Tears for Fears channel. They have that
No.
available as part of one thing.
Incorrectamundo. Both of those were on their Tears for Fears channel, actually.
I know, but they were probably like, oh, you can choose to listen to just Head Over Heels by yourself, or you can listen to what we intended for these songs to be together.
Well, yeah, I suppose they intended it for it to be together, but they are quite different production-wise
I know, but
sounding,
it does
actually.
transition into this next part. Anyway.
No,
well,
it does transition, but I'm just saying that on the radio, I've never heard them together.
All right, well, on the radio is different. But
just
clearly
saying.
you haven't listened to it with not on the radio as much as I have, you know?
Well, no, I haven't. As I confess, I haven't heard those. I haven't heard the whole album 1,000 times. I will.
Well,
say that.
anyway-
I've heard this song though. I would say
A lot.
a lot.
Well,
for sure.
anyway, this song, you know, I was having a discussion with my older brother about this song. What do you like more, Head Over Heels or Everybody Wants to Rule the World? And he said,
World.
And he said, oh boy, that's hard. He said, you know, Head Over Heels is a little bit more my style. But he's like, I can't deny Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's iconic. And it's true. They're both iconic. And
You know why they-
Head
you
Over
know-
Heels, sometimes I do feel like it is more my style. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's
Well, you know what's
more
interesting
iconic
is
in a way.
the album is called Songs from the Big Chair, and I think part of the reason for that is their songs got really big sounding on
Well,
this
that
album.
was a conscious choice
Sure.
with this album where they said, because their prior I guess the prior release or releases,
well, their big hit before this album was
no, there were two. Weekend Change. It's called Change,
Change, right,
And,
Change.
and Mad World.
well, I
which was
wouldn't
kind of a
consider
lesser of a hit.
Mad World wasn't that big of a hit.
It was a hit though. It was
Sure,
just
but
not.
Change.
We can
You know, I know
change.
the song, but it's just called Change.
I think so.
Well, we can change.
Anyway,
Change.
those,
We can change.
those-
Wait, how's it go again?
well, anyway,
But you just
it's
did
okay.
it.
It's okay.
Just do it real quick.
We can change.
There you go.
Anyway, that album was a little bit more, I guess, electronic sounding.
Well, that was a little bit more
your standard
the
new wave
the
affair.
kind of new wave style of the early 80s.
But you know, this album was the mid 80s, and they wanted to incorporate a lot more real instruments into their songs.
Sure.
Now I'm
I mean,
not
you
sure.
do get some electronic stuff going on.
Sure,
for
definitely. They melded those very well together. Now I'm not sure. I know Everybody Wants to Rule the World has a drum machine on it, but does this song too?
This sounds real to me.
This sounds a little bit more real, but it does have that gated reverb for sure. You
Well,
know?
definitely that 80s,
80s
drum sound for
very,
sure. That gated reverb,
definitely a marker
But there's
of
a
the 80s.
lot going on here.
There's a lot
towards the end of that. Towards the end of the song, before what was it? Broken.
Yeah.
You heard this Roland
Orzabal playing this sort of
It's
rhythm guitar.
Orzabal or Orzabald?
It's Orzabal.
Oh, okay. But he has he's like kind of wailing on the guitar in this, but in the right ear you can hear it. And
It's a kind of a rhythm guitar.
kind of a
situation.
rhythm guitar solo type of thing going on.
Sure,
it's really
there's a
cool.
lot going on in this song.
There's
There
this
was
kind of phasing thing that they're doing.
There was
you
this
know?
one, in the second.
You can
verse,
hear it at the end. You know,
You heard this sort of, I don't know what it was, like a percussive instrument that I don't even know what it was, but it like entered in this sort of area.
right. It was kind of a it was like a
It was
kind of sound.
cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they really went all
Well,
out.
it might have been just a dampened electric guitar. I think
Sure.
it was just
but they really went all out with the production of this album. I mean,
Sure.
the synths are really used very effectively on this song.
but not just synths. I mean, there's
the bass line by Kurt Smith is really good on
also
this
there's
too.
I think it's Kurt Smith singing this counter melody at
So
one
it is,
point.
yeah,
and that's a really cool part that you don't really you don't really
That
pay
part,
attention to it unless you're listening to with headphones. If you're hearing on the radio, I mean, you're just
It's really cool. I mean, gosh, what a great song. I mean, this whole album is great, but there's a lot of hits,
it's kind of an orgy of sounds, you might say. And
Right.
it seemed like they really just kind of wanted to, they just really went all out. Not only was their sound big, but they also threw in, everything and the kitchen sink.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
I mean, they also, obviously, I love the synthesized plucked string.
Oh, the
violin
plucked
strings.
string.
That's really iconic from this
Sure,
song.
sure.
I mean, it's a great song.
Wait, how does this song start again? What happens in the beginning? Oh yeah, right. Just the
I love that.
I love
refrain is so cool.
the refrain at
and
the
then in
end.
the beginning, or Roland is wailing on the guitar. Man, he's such a good guitarist, underrated
well,
guitarist.
yeah. In the beginning, he
gets such a good sound out of the guitar
he knows-
too. You
well,
know,
I like how he's
dun,
playing
dun,
this.
dun,
He's playing
dun.
this riff, and then it goes up an octave, though. Like it changes the register all of a sudden, which
Very
is
cool.
neat. A neat sound. Really neat.
very
really
cool, very cool. And I love that. That's just how the song starts, and then it says, do, 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 doom.
I mean, again, look, this is a big sound. Big sound. Everybody wants to rule the world. Another big sound, and then soon enough we'll
do Shout.
We'll do Shout, and
'Cause that's it.
It's called Shout, so it's gonna be big. It's gonna
Sure,
be big.
yeah. I mean, gosh, what a great song. I think that'll do it for this reaction video.
Mm-hmm.
But if you like what you heard and saw today, please hit that subscribe button and ding that post notification bell to find out about more Max and Nikki reaction videos.
Please keep tuning in.